Welcome to the Wolfram Language in Section 15 of Fast Introduction for Programmers. This section is about setting up programs that have interactive interfaces with interactive controls like buttons and sliders for controlling the program. An easy way to get a complete interactive program is with the manipulate function. For example, this uses the manipulate function to create a program with a slider for controlling a parameter in a plot. The range of the controlled variable is given by the second argument in manipulate. This control specification follows the same format as other iterator specifications, such as the iterator specification in functions like table. For example, this sets the range of n to be 4 through 10 in steps of 1. The manipulate function has many features for adjusting the display and setting up different controls. For example, this specifies that the value of n should be controlled with a set of radio buttons rather than with a slider. You can also program your own interactive interface using buttons and sliders and other controls. For example, this uses the tab view function to get a control for choosing between several possible displays. Here is another tab view example for selecting between 3 different plots. Another common control is a button that can be pressed to run a program or perform some other operation. For example, this gives a button that can be clicked to generate a sound using the speak function.
Hello.
Interactive programs frequently require dynamic updating of a result in response to changes in the controls. You can include dynamic updating in your own programs using a function called dynamic. For example, this gives a slider that dynamically updates the current value of a variable x based on the position of the slider. This shows the current value of x, which is the value that was set using the slider. You can use dynamic of x to get a display that always shows the current value of x. Moving the slider changes the value of x, which updates the display of dynamic of x. You can use formatting functions like column and grid to arrange the controls and the display to get a complete program. For example, this uses the column function and a pop-up menu control to give a program with a menu for selecting a city to show on a map. The value of the city variable is used here with dynamic so that the map will be automatically updated whenever the choice of city is changed. You can find more information about interactive interfaces by choosing Wolfram Documentation under the Help menu to bring up the Documentation Center page, clicking the User Interface Construction button, and choosing any item from the menu that pops up. For example, choosing Interactive Manipulation brings up this page with links to documentation for the manipulate function and related functions in all of the controls. You can also find thousands of examples and completed applications, including source code, in the website of the Wolfram Demonstrations Project, demonstrations.wolfram.com.